Good evening. We're glad you're with us tonight, but get ready to pay more at the grocery store for things like bread, eggs, meat, and cereal.
And it's all because of weather-related events taking place halfway around the world. New at 6, Adriana Ivashinsky explains how the global factors are having a direct effect on our pocketbook. Adriana?
Well, Amanda, get ready to pay about 10% more at the grocery store for those staples, and here's why. Things like the floods in Australia and the drought and fires in Russia are causing crop prices to rise. That's good news for local farmers, though, who are getting more for their grain, corn, wheat, and cotton. And it's an added cost for local livestock producers who are already seeing an increase in the cost of doing business. Kevin Hefner has been in the cattle business all his life and has seen a lot of ups and downs. He's currently the vice president of operations at Express Ranch in Yukon, specializing in purebred livestock. He says increased crop prices has affected the cost to feed these prized Angus bulls.
It's become a big issue in the last 12 months. I mean, our feed prices are up about 20–25%.
And with the number of animals on this ranch, that has become a huge issue.
Prices are up for the end product, along with our fixed costs for producing it.
That higher cost to feed these bulls has a trickle-down effect to you, the consumer.
2011 is going to be another year that we're going to see higher prices for our agricultural products.
Ron Hayes is with the Oklahoma Farm Report and says you can expect to pay about 10% more. He says though the increase in crop prices may not be great news for your pocketbook at the checkout line, it is actually good news for local farmers.
All of our agricultural markets today are global markets. What happens in Australia, what happens in Russia, what happens in Europe has a great impact on Oklahoma farmers.
Kevin says he just hopes the global economic forecast stabilizes, but says he's not too worried about the future or what it will hold for local ag producers.
We finally have a market that looks like we're on an upswing.
But those rising crop prices could really end up hurting some of the state's smaller livestock producers who are already struggling. In fact, it could force some of them out of business